fair enough, I reckon, if you are highly cautious about your surroundings at the moment because the sun's out, which means that likely there will be snakes coming out as well. Joining me is the snake hunter. Mark Pelley joins us. Are you the snake hunter?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's good. Are you currently catching a snake as we speak to you?
This is number 7 for the day so far.
Number 7. And so these calls are coming from people in homes, I'm assuming, or where? Who calls you?
So people in homes. This morning I had one in a bakery in Mernda. There was one in a factory in Campbellfield. There was actually 2 brown snakes there. They were mating. There was another house in Greensboro where there was 2 boys fighting over a girl, kind of like in the human world. And then one of the boys won. So I picked up one snake. And on the other hand, I picked up the other 2, the snakes that were mating as well. So I had 3 brown snakes in my hand earlier today.
Oh, my goodness. So highly dangerous snakes right in the middle of our living world.
Yes, the eastern brown snake is the second most venomous snake in the world. And the eastern tiger snake, which is also very common to Melbourne, is the 5th most venomous snake in the world. And this is what I do, and I capture these all day long.
So many questions about this for you personally, but let's get to the situation that we have at hand. Is this more than you would be normally catching at this time of the year?
With the recent cold snap and a lot of rain, and then suddenly we got the warm weather, I'm finding this is probably twice as much as I normally catch at this time of year. So yesterday I caught 17 snakes all over the north and east of Melbourne. And usually I catch about 10 a day at this time of year, but now I'm catching about, say 15 plus a day. And snakes are out and about right now because the boys and girls are looking to mate. This is mating season for the snakes. And they're just travelling around, starving after a long winter.
Oh,
so they're hungry.
They're hungry in all sorts of ways, aren't they? Hey? How do snakes mate?
Kind of like the way humans do. Basically, the boy locks in with the girl and they can stay there for a long time. So when I went to pick up those 3 brown snakes together, when I picked up the 2 snakes in one hand, I picked up one snake and he was attached to the girl and wouldn't let go. So I had 2 snakes in one hand and one snake in the other. So
did you stop the impregnation and therefore have saved us from many other snakes that may have resulted?
No, the mating process still occurs. She's going to have eggs very, very soon, and they'll be laid somewhere around Melbourne very soon.
Incredible. Can I ask, this is like, I'm actually just have never, I don't think I've ever seen it. Where are all the bits? Are they down the bottom of the snake near the tail?
Correct, yeah, they're hidden away down the bottom near the tail.
Wow.
And that's basically where they are. They're all hidden, so that way the snake can slither around on the ground, and then it all comes out when it's time to mate.
And how long do they mate for?
Several hours, actually.
Really? So, 17 snakes, you've already caught 7 today, you're on the way to another one. Are they all these scary brown snakes that you're catching?
So Melbourne has, all the snakes endemic to Melbourne are venomous. The vast majority are tigers and brown snakes, but also I commonly find lowland copperheads, and I occasionally find red-bellied blacks as well.
What's your feeling? Like right now when we're with you in the car heading to Warrandyte to pick up a snake, are you excited or are you nervous? What's your experience?
I think in true Aussie fashion, it's just another day for me. It's just something that I just like doing. I'm very passionate about it, and I'm just keen to get there, rescue the family from a snake, rescue the snake from the dog, and hopefully everyone will be okay by the time I get there.
Where do those snakes go once you capture them?
They get released as far away from people as I can in a suitable environment. So examples could be state forest or a national park or a waterway. There's just a bit away from populations.
Talking about populations, we see a snake. What do we do?
That's a very good question. So if you see a snake, the most important thing to understand is snakes do not want to bite you and they do not want to hurt you. If you leave them alone, they will leave you alone. So the first thing you do is you back away from the snake, give it space. Then if it's on private property, such as, a house, factory, university, childcare centre, hospital, these are all examples where I've caught snakes, give me a call, keep an eye on it from a safe distance and keep people away from it, as well as pets. I'll come out and capture it for you.
How did you find yourself into the world of the snake? Did you just get born this way?
Actually, when I was a child and I first moved out to Diamond Creek, I was walking along as a 7-year-old boy, and I saw this thing crawling on the ground, and I just picked it up. And it wasn't until, and I just kept doing this every single weekend, it wasn't until I was much older I realised that I was picking up venomous snakes. But by that stage, it was too late. I already had learned the trade. And many moons later, I decided to actually make that my profession. I had a totally different job, and I thought one day, you know what, I'm going to make my passion my profession, and I never looked back.
And just really quickly, as a kid, I mean, we are not encouraging anyone to pick up snakes the way you did. But did you just have an innate kind of understanding about how you needed to do it?
I think it was just all blind luck, actually. I just saw this thing on the ground, and I just thought, which children don't do, which you should not do. I just saw it, and I just thought I was fascinated and just wanted to pick it up. And little did I know, I was playing with the tiger snake.
My goodness. And thus begins the rest of your life. That's pretty phenomenal. And it's very cool to speak to you. We are so grateful that you are out there doing the work, as you say, protecting us from snakes, but also snakes from us, and to make sure that that whole cycle of life remains intact. Mark Pelley, the snake hunter, thank you so much for calling us this afternoon. Keep safe and good luck.
Thank you so much.